What would you do if you had an extra $22,000 this year? I ask you that because that's the amount that our average member won last year. So what would you do? Go on a vacation like this. I've been on a vacation for the past 1 month because last year 2018 was just so damn good. Or maybe you would like to pay your medical bills. I know all about this because I have chronic illness. If you have been reading my blog, you know what I'm talking about. And I know what it's like to have doctors to visit, medication to buy, blood tests to take. And trust me that money makes life a hell lot easier. When you have money, life just becomes easier. Most of your problem magically disappears. Not all, but most. And if people tell you that money can't buy happiness, they are full of shit. Because I for sure know that my doctors aren't going to see me for free. So anyway, I just made a pretty comprehensive blog post, a 2018 year in review write-up, and I encourage you to read the entire article if you want to know what we are all about. So a few things I will just highlight in this short video, but you should read the entire article nevertheless. So number one, I talk about our increasing stake betting system that we use to bet on draws in soccer games. So that's our system, what I've been using since 2016. And we use it to make a hell lot of profits, to beat the bookies, put the money back into our pockets. And so if you have been following me for a while, I've written extensively about it, but I gave you a summary in this article about our increasing stake betting system. So remember, we only bet on draws. That's all we do. That's what we specialize in. And number two is, what can you do if you don't have the bankroll to use our increasing stake betting system? I address this point because I receive a lot of emails on a daily basis from guys who want to join us but they do not have the sufficient bankroll. So give it a read. I address this point as well. And the third point would be some cool data and statistics. I just spent some time, even though I'm on holiday, to round up all the data, and I look at them and did some analysis. So I will say some of them here. Basically, across the year in 2018, we played a total of 1,118 games. That's more than 1,000 games. Tremendous lot of games. On average, about 3 a day that I send out to our members. And the total number of draws we won was a grand total of 472. Yes, 472 draws. Which actually can be increased if you use the cash out option during certain games. But to keep it simple, I will just count the number of wins we had, games that ended in draws after 90 minutes, and we had almost 500 draws, 472. That's a lot. The average odds of our games for draw is 3.14. Again, this is assuming you are using the bookmaker with the highest odds for every single game. And this is an interesting point. The month with the highest profits was actually, guess what, in July. This came quite surprising to me because if you remember what was July 2018, yes, it was the FIFA World Cup. So it wasn't a month that I expected a lot of draws. It's very tough to get draws for a tournament like the World Cup. But somehow we managed to have the highest profits that month in July. $2,317 in profits if you start with $20 bets with our increasing stake system. And there are some other interesting data, but I won't run through them here. You can read the blog post. And the last point I just want to say before I go is that if you want to see our full 2018 historical betting record, our entire history for the year, all our records, every month, over 1,000 games, just subscribe to my blog with your email address and you will get a free copy in your email. You can do it at the end of the blog post as well. So maybe I'll just show you how it looked like. It's an Excel file like this. This is a summary of 2018. And every month I have a new tab, one sheet for each month. So for example, let me look at August. So you will see for the month of August, you will see every day our games, the wins we had highlighted in green. And at the end of every month, I did a summary over here. So for August, for example, net profit 2,288. We had 50 draws out of 115 games that month. Not every month is this good. Some months we have 40 to 50 draws. Some months we only have 30. That's fine. But the thing about betting is you got to take a long-term view. And when average out throughout a year, January to December, follow our system, and soon you'll be asking yourself what you will do with an extra $20,000 or even more. See you in the next video. Remember to read the entire article from head to tail if you're serious about joining us.